Welcome to the Careers Unfiltered podcast with Mentoria. You may know your dream job, you may know your dream career, but do you know what goes on behind the scenes in your chosen career path? Have you been able to separate the glamour from the reality in your career? Do you know the good, the bad, and the ugly in your career? Most people walk into their careers without having any idea in terms of what really happens in that career, how to crack success, how to get the right job, how to grow in the career. Don't be those people. Get the ins and outs of your career path through some of the best subject matter experts and industry professionals that Mentoria will bring to you on the Careers Unfiltered podcast.
Sometimes we are the first person to diagnose very rare thing, and we are the first person we can get access to the patient's clinical details. As a radiologist, we have to read the images, we have to go through the images, and we have to interpret the images. And according to our reporting, the patient or patient gets the diagnosis, and after getting the diagnosis, the clinician who has sent the patient to us, it means he or she he treats the patient according to our diagnosis. So our role as a radiologist is very much crucial in deciding the management as well as the the management of the patient, as well as deciding the future prospect of the patient, means the patient's condition, how the patient will be treated, or how the patient is going to be ill, or a patient is going to be the serious in the coming disease. Actually, radiology is a science of shadow. Actually, we deal with three colors: black, white, and in between 50 shades of gray, I can say. Because whatever we see in the images, they are either black, white, or in between. The images are produced by the various mechanism. The CT scan is produced by the using the X-ray. The MRI images are produced by using MRI. It is a magnet. The MRI, the full form of MRI is magnetic resonance imaging. So in MRI there is no radiation, but in CT scan, in X-ray, in OPG, in mammography, there is radiation. So in pregnancy, we do not do X-ray, X-ray, CT scan. We go for the sonography, means it is ultrasonography. The ultrasonography is using the mechanism of sound waves. So from the transducer, the sound waves are passed to the patient, and the receiver gets the echoes, and according to the echoes, the image of the ultrasound is created. And the same way, the MRI also works. The patient is put in the MRI, means magnetic field, and according to the patient's response to the magnetism, the images are created. While in the CT scan, or even X-ray, or even DEXA, the X-rays are passed through our body, and there is a detector means behind the patient or anterior to the patient, and opposite side of the X-ray tube. So the images are created by passing X-ray through the patient's body. So as I said, the radiation means radiology includes all the things, but it is mainly including the CT scan, MRI, as well as sonography, and there are a few ancillary investigations. After completion of 10 plus 2, they have to go through the NEET exam. NEET, and after completion of NEET and after passing through the NEET, they have to go through the entire curriculum of the MBBS. And after passing MBBS examination, after completion of the internship, they have to again pass NEET PG. It is called a NEET for post graduation. And after passing the NEET PG, according to the merit list, they get the admission in the radiology. If they are getting it, anyway, they are getting it. Otherwise, they have to get any other branch. There are many good colleges for radiology. I think we can consider AIMS Delhi. Then there is SDPGI Chandigarh, and then there are multiple even Mumbai-based colleges like KEM College. Then there is another college at CMC Vellore. So there are there is Tata Memorial Hospital. They are also running a course of radiology. So though these all the colleges and all the hospitals get the admission through NEET PG only. Once the patient, I'm talking about the standalone diagnostic center. When the patient comes to your diagnostic center, the after completion of the formalities after registration, the technician in the CT scan or MRI, he or she takes the history of the patient, and according to the patient history and according to the scan which is requested by the clinician requests for any examination like MRI of brain, MRI of spine, MRI of neck, or either a CT scan of brain, neck, thorax, abdomen, pelvis. And according to that investigation requisition, our technician takes a history for a particular patient, and according to the history, the scan is done. Sometimes we have to decide our protocols in a particular examination. Like for any liver disease, if the patient has any liver disease, we have to do triphasic liver protocol. If patient has any rectal or colonic lesion, then we have to give per rectal contrast. So according to the requisition of the clinician and according to the patient history, the technician does the scan, and after completion of the scan, the images are uploaded in the server, and we can get access of the those images, and we make the report. But honestly speaking, how means it is not as easy as it sounds, because we have lots of other technical as well as some distractions. But this is general patients patient comes and patient goes out. This is the routine scenario. At present, there is definitely very scope for a radiologist, because by through means by many means various business channels or very HR recruitment emails I get. Means even in a 15 days I get a mail for a radiologist requirement at a particular state or any particular state. So there is always demand for a radiologist. So the radiologist would not be means unemployed, I would say. Actually, I can differentiate these challenges in three parts: technical challenges, other one is the professional challenges, and the other business challenges. In technical challenges, sometimes the machine is down, so we are not able to do the scan, so your business is lost. So these are the technical challenges, and sometimes what happens, the images are not getting transferred to the our server, or due to some server breakdown or server issue, we are not able to access the images. So these are some technical challenges. In a professional challenges, what happens that we have lots of distraction nowadays, because whenever we are seeing the scan, some patient or some our relative or some friend asked to review the scan or review the report, whatever are sent in the WhatsApp chat. And sometimes patient after completion of the scan, he or she demands for to give the report within an hour, because she or he has a flight after completion of the scan, and that's why there are some professional challenges. And in business challenges, I can say, if you are standalone, if you are having a standalone diagnostic center, and some big business house or any business group runs a diagnostic center in nearby or in your city, then they might have a price competition. They might disrupt your diagnostic center by cutting the price. And nowadays, the diagnostic center, the imaging modalities have become a little bit of commodity, because they people do not understand the main behind the machine. Actually, they just consider the cost or any price of the investigation, but they never understand the main behind the machine. Because we have any type of machine, but if the main behind the machine are not expertise or not experienced, the entire thing is lost. And we get many review, means for second opinion. In our day-to-day practice, we get almost 10 to 15 review for or second opinion, which are the scans are done outside of means our center, and we get the second opinion. So these are some challenges on a business point of view and professional point of view. actually, being a radiologist, we can see through the images, and we are the actually sometimes we are the first person to diagnose very rare thing, and we are the first person we can get access to the patient's clinical details. We have detected many incidental carcinoma, means incidental cancer during pandemic. Means the patient, sometimes patient comes for the COVID scan. Means we get the lung examination, and we have detected lung cancer. We have detected esophageal cancer. We have detected lymphoma, which is in the mediastinal lymphoma. So we are the ones. Sometimes we break the news to the clinicians, and sometimes they are. It is very surprising to the patient as well as to the clinician. And sometimes we detect very rare diagnosis, which might be rare for the patient as well as for the clinician. No, actually, definitely there will be need for radiologists, because what happens, the I think we can call it AI. So we can use the AI for I think faster imaging of the patient, faster and better imaging of the patient. But some AI or any machine learning cannot replace the human being as far as the radiology part is concerned, because there are minute thing, very minute thing which we need to look at the images, and which might change the entire management of the patient. Like if I say there is any lung cancer in the patient, and patient has spread of that tumor in the liver or any body part, and the machine or AI does not able to detect it, then it would be disaster for the patient as well as for the clinician. So there is definitely requirement of the radiologist, and we can use that technology for better imaging of the patient rather than for the reporting of the patient. Means I don't think any technology can replace the human being as far as the radiology is concerned. So as a professional radiologist, I would say I was thinking, or I was means thinking that radiology might be the relatively luxurious job, but it is not true actually. Some people choose the radiology to have a job of 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, but it is not that, because as a radiologist we are constantly means having patients, and we are actually even after we have leave the office, or after our working hours, there might be some complication related to the patient. We have to inform the report to the patient, or sorry, to the referring clinician. Sometimes we have to give early report, and sometimes we have to give report means which is not required. It means it is not genuine emergency, but we have to give the report on demand of the patient, or on the patient wish. So there might be so it is not a branch of luxury. Some might consider it a luxurious branch, but it is not that. I think it is not specially required for radiology, but if you have a skill or a basic knowledge of computer, then it would be helpful for you to play with the images and to get acquainted with the CT scan as well as MRI images in a faster way, compared to the person who has no basic knowledge of the computer. And you must have knowledge or skill of the anatomy. Anatomy is human biology. So the part of our body organs, means the person should have acquainted at least with the normal anatomy of the human body. So he or she would have a better understanding of the pathology. So these are the basic requirement. Otherwise, there is no any specific requirement to pursue career in the radiology.